Okay, so in a previous video we talked about how to choose a business name, and now basically we want to try and find that name on Namecheap.com and then link it up to our website. So we talked about the advantages of a .com domain name. It's respected worldwide. With our web design services we might choose to expand. If you know you won't be going outside a certain country, for example the UK, then a .co.uk or Australia.au or whatever your local domain name might be better, because then it gives some trust that you are in the country that you say you are. But for this one, we're going to try and speak to customers all across the world. So we're going to try and go for the .com. So in our previous video, we agreed on this website, seamlesssites.com. So we'll just do that. And you see this is available at $10.28 per year. So very reasonable price. And yeah, we can even get it cheaper with this code as well. So let's try that one. So add to cart. And then we can check out. I think usually they put it in the code. I've noticed they haven't this time, so let's just take a look at that. So NEWCOM 598, so we'll get that. Save money where we can. Okay, so we're going to create our free account now. So I've filled in all the details here: username, password, and first name, last name. I've unticked this box. I think that's one thing you have to be careful of with all of these companies that you're signing up with to meet your web design agency. If you signed up for everyone, you'll be getting a lot of newsletters. So that's something that I've got to be careful of. So now we'll create our account and continue. Now we'll apply our code. It's great, 598, so that's nice and cheap. And that does us for the full year. Now usually it will be very likely that you're starting on a client's website, and we certainly don't want to lose our client's domain name. And it's easy to lose track, especially when we start getting more clients than the domain names that you have. So usually I hit auto renew, and then there's never any worries. And then after that, we'll confirm our order. So once you come to the next screen, I filled in all the again you need to do. Oftentimes it's a legal requirement to give your information when you're buying domain names. Legal reasons, I'm not sure of all the ins and outs of that, but yeah, we have to give them this information before we can move on. And now we're starting to giving us all the contact details that we put in. By default, Namecheap keeps these confidential. You would have saw that in the previous screen, the privacy protection. So they keep this confidential, but they need that information. And we'll move on. So now it's asking for our card details, so we'll just put those in. And now we can just hit continue. Move to our next screen. So now we'll come to this screen again, and we will just hit pay now. And then that should take us to the screen that we need in order to start linking our domain name with our Cloudways website. Good, so once we've paid for everything, it will give us our payment details, it will give us our customer details, and it'll give us an order number and everything. So that's really good. So that's us got it for a year, and it should auto renew at the end of that year. This is always very frustrating to get set up with all these sites, especially at the beginning. It takes time, frustrating, but once you've signed up with them all, you've automatically got all your card details and everything. To repeat this process becomes very easy. So usually when I have a customer and I'm setting these up, it's only a matter of a couple of minutes, and I've got a domain name, got the WordPress website all set up within a few minutes. So yeah, it will get easier. Just a bit frustrating in the beginning when you're getting started. So now we'll go to set up our DNS. And we'll show you exactly what to do to get that set up. So now we'll set up the DNS for our domain, and we'll show you how to do that. So we want to go to our account. And here you'll see our domain that we bought. Now we're just going to manage our DNS. Go to Advanced DNS. And we want to go to Add New Record. And here we want to add an A record. And the first one we want to have is @ Then we need the IP address. What is the IP address? Well, the IP address can be found back at our Cloudways server. So good to log into our Cloudways servers now and find where that is. I'll show you how to do that. Back to our Cloudways dashboard, and then we click on View All Applications. And then we click on our project. And you'll come to this page, and if you scroll down, you'll see your public IP address. You want to copy this, and then you want to put this in your advanced DNS and the Namecheap profile here. So we'll just do that. So we've added our IP address in here. Of course, it's blurred. And then we'll add another record. So this basically means this will set the record straight. So if anybody puts in your domain name without www. It will still connect to your server. The next time, because people still have clients that type in www, even though it's not something that people do anymore, a lot of older clients still type in www. So we want to set that up as well. So we'll add the record here and put www. Get the caps lock off. And then again, we will add our domain, our IP address in here too. And then we can save all the changes. And then our A records with our IP address is linked to Cloudways will then be there. So that's it set up on Namecheap's end, which is really, really good. Now we'll set it up on the Cloudways end. So yeah, on Cloudways, what we want to do is go to domain management, and then we can add a domain. And ours was seamlesssites.com. Let's copy that. I'll put that in here. Take away the space, and then save the changes there. And we'll also, and then we'll make this primary. So it's primary domain. Again, these things take a couple of minutes usually. Okay, now that's done, and you'll notice that it's a domain name. So sometimes this can take a little bit of time. Usually it happens immediately, but sometimes it can take a little bit of time to propagate, it's called. In my experience, it can take, or the longest that it's taken is a day. But usually 99% of the time it happens in a few minutes, where you can start, with the domain name connects to the WordPress site right away. So that's good. So now we can go into adding our SSL certificate. What is an SSL certificate? Well, the video below will explain, and then we'll show you how to add that SSL certificate to your site.